Since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, Manchester United have had a rough time in the transfer market, from missing out on Thiago and Kroos to paying Alexis Sanchez £500,000 a week. It's safe to say they've had more misses than hits. We're going to rate every signing since 2013 and give them a mark out of 10. Marouane Fellaini, obviously not their first choice and a bit of a joke figure, but he was very useful at times and was picked by successive managers for his aerial dominance. 5 out of 10. Juan Mata. David Moyes' best achievement at United was probably bringing in Mata from Chelsea. His legs might have gone now, but he's been a crucial part of what little success United have enjoyed over the past 7 years. 8 out of 10. Ander Herrera. When he was signed, United were crying out for pretty much anyone to play in central midfield, and if there's one thing no one can deny about Herrera, it's that he is indeed a central midfielder. Towards the end though, he was more of a shithouse than a playmaker. 6 out of 10. Luke Shaw. The fact that he's still able to play to a decent standard after what Jose Mourinho put him through is testament to his mentality, but he hasn't really lived up to the hype. 6 out of 10. Marcos Rojo. He was actually alright under Louis van Gaal for a bit, but he became better known for his two-footed lunges than actually being a good defender, so 5 out of 10. Angel Di Maria. The highlight of his time at United was probably that dinked finish against Leicester. It was all downhill from there, as off-the-field issues and being played in various positions meant he never settled in Manchester. A sympathetic 5 out of 10. Daley Blind. He was signed off the back of the 2014 World Cup, but was never going to replicate anything as majestic as that assist for Van Persie. But he still did well, playing in 3 different positions, so let's give him a 7 out of 10. Radamel Falcao. A completely misguided signing given the state of his knee at the time, proved by the fact that he only scored 4 goals. 3 out of 10. Victor Valdez. A good signing on paper, but for some reason Van Gaal ostracised him from the group and even reportedly stopped him wearing a club suit while he was still a player. 1 out of 10. Memphis Depay. There were such high hopes for Memphis, but he became just another victim of that number 7 shirt. A waste of a top talent. 4 out of 10. Matteo Darmian. An impressive debut set unrealistic standards of what to expect from the Italian Martin Kelly. After that, he was painfully average and lost his place to Antonio Valencia. 4 out of 10. Morgan Schneiderlin. If you're a defensive midfielder and you're over 6 foot, and Jose Mourinho still doesn't rate you, I'm sorry, but something must be deeply wrong. 5 out of 10. Bastian Schweinsteiger. A wonderful player in his day, but ever since Santi Cazorla made him his lapdog at the Emirates, I've never been able to look at him the same way. Sorry, Basti. 3 out of 10. Sergio Romero. Still one of the best backup keepers in the world and a free transfer to boot. Great signing. 8 out of 10. Anthony Martial. He's blown hot and cold over the years, but still has plenty of time to fulfil his potential and is in devastating form right now. 7 out of 10. Eric Bailly. A good defender with just a bit too much commitment to being an agent of chaos. 6 out of 10. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He might call himself a lion at the age of 38 and still wear a ponytail, but in that one season before his injury, he did what he was brought in to do: score goals. 8 out of 10. Henrik Mkhitaryan. He scored 1 great goal, which was offside by the way, and bagged in the Europa League final, but did little else of note before being shipped to Arsenal in a swap deal that somehow left both teams worse off. 4 out of 10. Paul Pogba. Still their most naturally talented player, capable of spectacular performances on his day, and manages to annoy Graham Souness just by being alive. 7 out of 10. Victor Lindelof. Overcame a shaky start to earn his spot in the first choice back 4. Still only 25, so he should continue to improve. 7 out of 10. Romelu Lukaku. A top-class forward, sold by Solskjaer due to stylistic preferences rather than a lack of quality. 8 out of 10. Nemanja Matic. Good for a bit, then really bad, and now quite good again. Not sure about this 3-year contract though. 6 out of 10. Alexis Sanchez. As mentioned earlier, he was on 500 grand a week. A very expensive and very predictable flop. 3 out of 10. Diogo Dalot. He'd be forgiven for forgetting that Dalot still exists, given he's only made 4 appearances this season. 4 out of 10. Fred. A year ago, I called him a very expensive flop, but after Solskjaer was forced to play him due to injuries, he settled into the team and became the metronome in midfield in Pogba's absence. So, 6 out of 10. Lee Grant. I mean, yeah, fine, 3rd choice. 5 out of 10. Dan James. For 15 million, he's had a solid first season. 6 out of 10. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They paid a big fee for Wan-Bissaka, and I'd argue he's justified it. His attacking game is slowly improving, and he remains impenetrable in defence. 7 out of 10. Harry Maguire. When you look at Maguire, and you remember that he cost more than Virgil van Dijk, you realise just how badly United were ripped off for him. But United did need a central defender, and Maguire is a decent central defender. 5 out of 10. And Bruno Fernandes. So far, he's been faultless. Can't really give him any lower than a 9 out of 10. So after a stagnant 7 years of wasting lots of money, United seem to be turning a corner when it comes to transfers. If they sign Sancho in the summer, dare I say it, they might even finish third.